Here are a few things you should be aware of before starting the carnivore diet. If you jump right in, you are likely to experience the keto flu. What is the keto flu? Essentially, it is headaches, feeling achy, and even likely you'll get diarrhea. And that part can be rough for as much as a couple of weeks, like explosive. And you might end up spending half of your time watching YouTube while you're sitting on the toilet. But eventually it goes away and you start to feel really good. Your trips to the bathroom will regulate. I usually go about once a day. Occasionally I will go twice, but typically it's once a day. It's usually at the same time. There's not a lot that comes out, but I'm not constipated or anything like that. And you shouldn't be constipated. If you are constipated, then you are not eating enough fat. And if you're still having problems with diarrhea after the first couple of weeks, then it's probably too much fat, especially if it's rendered fat. Try not to eat as much rendered fat. Ease into the fat intake. I know that carnivore is a high fat, low carb diet, or really no carb diet, but you might need to ease into the fat because your body's not used to eating that much fat because the standard American diet just does not have that much fat in the diet. All right, the next problem with the carnivore diet is that you might notice your health issues get slightly worse for a few days before they get better. This happened to me. I had arthritis and joint pain before carnivore. When I started to do carnivore, I did notice it was a little bit worse. Like my wrists were actually bothering me a little bit more at first, and my knees, so forth. Lasted for a few days, maybe 3, 4 days at the most. And then it seemed like it all went away, and I didn't have any more joint pain or arthritis. I believe the reason for this short period of higher inflammation is due to oxalate dumping. I used to eat a lot of spinach and peanuts, and both of those are very high in oxalates. So, going to carnivore, I had a period of time that oxalates were leaving my body, and this is called oxalate dumping. Essentially, your body rapidly eliminates the oxalate stores that it has in your body when you do a major change in your diet and stop eating foods that are high in oxalates. Now, if you really have a very high level of oxalates that need to leave your body, it might take more than a couple of days. It could even take as much as a week or 2 weeks. So keep that in mind. But the benefits are so great. It's such a wonderful thing to not be in pain all the time. Both this issue and the keto flu issue can be lessened and maybe not even happen at all if you slowly go into a carnivore diet. So you should always change your diet slowly. You shouldn't really jump into doing one way or another. But typically, as humans, our first thought is, I'm going to go straight into doing that diet. So that's what we do. Well, if you ease into it, so you slowly eliminate the sugar, slowly eliminate the carbs over 4 to 6 weeks or so, you're going to ease your body into it, and then you won't have all these other problems and the keto flu, as it's called, and so forth. I know the tendency is to jump right in, but doing it slowly is so much better for our gut, and you won't have such bad symptoms like I've already described. All right, the last problem with the carnivore diet has to do with needing to buy new clothes. If you are overweight, you're going to lose weight and a lot of body fat, and your clothes are not going to fit you anymore. They're going to be too big, and either you're going to have to wear them and look ridiculous, or you're going to need to buy new clothes. I know this is a bit of a financial burden, as you know, buying new clothes can cost a bit of money, but the reality of feeling better and being healthy is really priceless. What issues have you encountered on the carnivore diet? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed so that you'll know when I come out with new content.